Straight ahead on this week's Falcon Fever.
Now at number 2 in the nation, the men's soccer team is its highest ranked ever in the NCAA polls and are heating up action all around the PBC.
In golf, Emily Gibson and Joe Hopp led the women's and men's golf teams to victory at the Montevallo Invitational.
Falcon Fever starts now.
Welcome to Falcon Fever for 2010. I'm Coleman Sears.
And I'm Aaron Lance Jackson. Let's waste no time and get right into Montevallo men's soccer. The Falcons face a pretty tough battle tonight against PBC rival and 24th ranked Clayton State here at Montevallo. The Lakers are coming off 2 impressive wins and boast a 9-1 record overall. Let's try to pack the stands tonight and support our guys. The number 2 University of Montevallo men's soccer team pushed its unbeaten streak to 9 games as the Falcons defeated Auburn University Montgomery. Senior Milan Pollock had a part in all 4 goals for the Falcons as he scored the first and fourth goal and assisted on the second and third. The Falcons used just 7 shots to score 4 goals as the Senators took 18 shots but came away with just 1 tally. Freshman goalkeeper Brendan Ledgway picked up his 8th win of the season as he made 6 saves and allowed just 1 goal.
Senior midfielder Milan Polic of the second-ranked University of Montevallo men's soccer team was named the Peach Belt Conference Player of the Week. This is the first Player of the Week award for Polic this season. He added a goal and an assist against Francis Marion to his monster week for the second-ranked Falcons with 3 goals and 3 assists in a pair of games. Let's take a look at some highlights from the men's game against the Patriots. Nathaniel Foster comes in quick with a cross for the second goal of the night and some even fancier footwork. Speaking of footwork, take a look as Alex Goja jukes past the defender to put a final nail in the coffin and grab another victory for the undefeated Falcons. The final was Montevallo 3, Francis Marion 1.
The way we play, the philosophies that we have as a coaching staff, we feel we can match up with anybody in the country. So once we get the fundamentals down, we hit them harder and make sure that those fundamentals are in each practice. Pressure, defense, and composure. 3 tendencies that we're looking for in each practice. We have the lucky circumstance to have some very quality athletes, very successful soccer players so far, and we're just riding that wave of consistency, pressure, and making sure that we got it and make it grow, and hopefully at the end of the season it pays off with a banner that we raise. I'd like to thank the support that we've gotten so far from the Montevallo community. It's been great coming from a smaller community to another community that really has welcomed us with open arms and embraced what we're trying to do here. So thank you to all of you.
Remember to come out tonight and root on the men's soccer team as they try to move up in the rankings against Clayton State. The kickoff is at 7:30. Then the Falcons are on the road against USC Aiken on the 9th and will return home for the 12th to take on West Florida at 7:30.
The women's soccer team had a rough match Saturday against Armstrong Atlantic. The Falcons lost 4-1 in Savannah with lone 1 goal coming from freshman Christine Prince in the second half. The goal came in just 5 minutes before the end of the game as sophomore Paige Scott sent in a cross that was finished by Prince. UM took 8 shots total compared to Armstrong's 28. The Falcons will return to action Wednesday, October 6th as they host a Peach Belt Conference match against Clayton State. Their second upcoming game is October 9th at USC Aiken.
The women's volleyball team traveled to Huntsville last night to take on the Lady Chargers of UHH. The Falcons had another good performance last night with Rebecca Dow contributing 11 kills and Michelle Carl adding 10. Setter Anna Garrison had 33 assists and libero Brittany Wilson had 20 digs. All of the Falcons fought hard, it just wasn't enough to bring home the win. The Lady Chargers just had a better hitting percentage over the 3 sets, coming in at 202 compared to the Falcons' 159. The women's volleyball team went on the road Saturday, October 2nd to take on the 5-10 Jaguars of Augusta State. The Falcons defeated the Jaguars 3-1 with sophomore Virginia Clay leading the team with 15 kills. The freshmen had a big showing against the Jaguars with Michelle Carl and Taylor Chapman collecting 13 kills each. Junior Anna Garrison led the team with 56 assists, while sophomore Brittany Wilson led the team with 21 digs. Later that night, the Falcons took on the Indians at Catawba College. The Falcons had another great match, also defeating the Indians in 4 sets. Freshman Taylor Chapman led the way with 17 kills, while senior Rebecca Dowd had 15. Junior setter Anna Garrison led the team with 54 assists, and sophomore libero Brittany Wilson had 23 digs. With the loss at UAH, the volleyball team's record now stands at 11-6 overall, and the Falcons are still undefeated in conference play. The women have a long road trip ahead of them with 11 road games in the next 3 weeks. The Falcons will return home on October 30th to take on the Peach Belt Conference opponent UNC Pembroke. The volleyball team has been playing very well this season. They are outperforming their opponents in every category. Sophomore Maniati leads the team with 178 kills, averaging 3 kills a set. Adi and sophomore Virginia Clay lead the team in blocks with 10 solo, while Clay leads the team in block assists with 45. Junior Anna Garrison has 608 assists in the season, while sophomore Brittany Wilson has 316 digs, and junior Jessica Goudry leads the team in aces with 19. The volleyball team will travel to South Carolina to take on PBC opponent Lander University October 8th at 6 p.m., then on to Wingate, North Carolina to take on the Trojans at Anderson University October 9th at 1 p.m. The Falcons will get a few days of rest before they have to make the trip to Savannah, Georgia to play in another conference match against Armstrong Atlantic on October 15th at 6 p.m.
The men and women's cross-country team are still battling their way through the Peach Belt Conference. With a new cross-country coach working with the men, they are looking forward to the upcoming Foothills Invitational at Jacksonville.
The main change we're going to make over the next couple of weeks is just the intensity of workouts. We haven't done anything extremely hard to this point, knowing we're only halfway through the season and we want to continue to improve. So we're just going to focus on, harder workouts and trying to get better.
The men and women's cross-country team are headed to Jacksonville State for the Foothills Invitational, set for October 9th, starting at 10 a.m.
On October 5th, the men's golf team competed and finished first in the Montevallo Invitational in Calera. The men headed into the final round in third place behind the University of West Georgia and Catawba College, but the men used a score of 291 in the final round to make up a 7-stroke deficit to win by 2 strokes over West Georgia. The Falcons were led by freshman Joe Hopt and junior Gonzalo Gambertaglio. Hopt had a 2-round score of 144 and finished strong, coming in at third, and Gambertaglio tied for fifth with a score of 146. The Falcons' other 2 scorers were senior Ruwalt Vihon and sophomore Miriano Leporia, who finished in 7th and 18th respectively.
The women's golf team also competed Tuesday in the Montevallo Invitational in Calera. The Lady Falcons finished 4th out of the 5 teams on the field. The team's top scorer was Emily Gibson, who finished first, tying Nikki Crowley of Columbus State University for the lead as they both shot a 2-round score of 156. Junior Emma Breen finished 6th overall and 2nd for the Falcons with a 2-round score of 161. The Falcons will travel to Birmingham on October 11 to participate in the Birmingham Southern Fall Invitational. Then they will be hitting the road again to play in October 26, Fall Slam against Flagler at Marsh Creek in St. Augustine, Florida.
One of our own UM volleyball players was named the PBC Player of the Week. Freshman Taylor Chapman claimed the title while helping the Falcons reach 2-0 over Augusta State University and Catawba College. Chapman provided the Falcons last week a pair of 2 wins. Chapman proved herself worthy again this week by opening with 13 kills, 3 digs, and she was right there supporting her team with 2 blocks against Augusta State and Catawba College. She is also now the 4th in PBC to have a 2.8 kills per set. Chapman, along with the Falcons, played last night at the University of Alabama-Huntsville for a non-conference contest.
Well, that's all the action we have for this week.
Be sure to check us out online each week by looking up Falcon Fever on YouTube and on the Facebook page of the Montevallo National Broadcasting Society's page, and have a great week.